Before I start on this a little bit of a presentation before have a hands-on experience. The practice session. Let me start with a very brief introduction myself. This is S.Y. Kim, and currently CEO of SJK Solution. I've been studying. I was fascinated with Blackboard when I see in 2007. So I was working in the Silicon Valley over 10 years. Then I decided to come back, and I really want to introduce the Blackboard system to the Korea education community. So far, I was successful, and one of my memorable moments was entered contract with Korea University, one of the best college in Korea. Actually, I study in here in Korea University Business School back in early 1980. So I'm so delightful to have a little bit of presentation tonight and introduce Blackboard for you. Okay, Blackboard faculty workshop for the Korea University Foreign Language Center today. Let me briefly go over what we're going to cover tonight. Purpose of this workshop, obviously, and a little bit of a roadmap I was proposing, and we were discussing with the director of the Center for Teaching and Learning, and obviously English department. And let me go over, roughly about the key features, very important features, basically tools, like teaching tools, what you should know eventually, and you can start using for your own class. And I was engaged. I had the chance to working with several professors in English department, some other colleges. And Janet and myself was doing a lot of research how we can basically achieve more, and using technology to reduce your kind of administration burdens, all kind of stuff. So we come up with several ideas. I can call it some best practices through my own research with professors like you. So let me briefly introduce what are those things. There are many, but some of important lessons learning what I got. And lastly, most time tonight, I think Janet's gonna go over hands-on. Make sure you click the buttons and you enter the data, so you don't have to come back and forth. You run most stuff right away tonight. And try to reserve maybe a minimum 10 minutes for last minute kind of a Q&A session. That's gonna tonight. I know 2 hours is very long, but I hope you really enjoy it. We have many staff. They are able to support you individually. So whenever you have you cannot follow her detailed instruction what to do, just raise a hand, and 3 of the staff, including myself, 4, we're gonna help you individually. All right. Basically, the purpose of the today workshop, this is my dream, the quality assurance, and I know you are responsible for each different section you are meeting. Each individual have a different set of student groups. So I think eventually the quality assurance of education is a very big important agenda. So Blackboard can help that a lot. And there's out of the research, there's a lot of, it's going to let you communicate more or collaborate more. So you have a more standard. So through the set of standard contents, deliveries, and assessment, I think in Korea University, every graduate gonna have a very high level standard, regardless is whom they got taught. So I think this is a very important agenda. And more and more, I think these days, higher education are focusing on a learning outcome. So there will be a brief introduction about the outcome management. Anyone heard about the quality matters? No, the quality matters. Nowadays, in everywhere I see, international, either US, this is becoming a global standard. the quality matters. The especially higher education section, the rubric. There's a lot of online education standard and best practices being. So I see these days in either English departments and all other business schools and law school departments, everybody is actually following the guidelines of the course designs and content design, whatever you can call it. So I think one of the purposes is we introduce you to looking at this, make sure, and be right on the global standard. I think one of the beauty of the Blackboard is the student satisfactions. They obviously, we call the digital native. So the more you use technology, students gonna be satisfied. They're gonna enjoy. They're gonna be excited. So I think these guys, very young people, like high tech. So you be part of it. You can learn a little bit by little bit. And easy of use and interactive. Interactive is very important. Rather than one way, make sure you're leading on a class very interactive mode. Promptness. You can provide a very prompt or immediate feedback using Blackboard a lot. Even if you don't provide the immediate feedback, the Blackboard provides you a lot of way to do this. Students gonna say, "Oh, I got a immediate feedback," but you prepared that already. So there's a lot of things you can make student satisfaction on using that. So there are a few recommendations, but I can come back later on. So this is my suggestions, and I really like to see personally happen this. Most Blackboard implementation in Korea, we are suggesting, we agree upon some roadmap. We as an SJK Blackboard and an institute, agree upon it. This is one of I really suggest in working together, for the agreeable goals. This is a semester, current semester. I would say, the number goal, like 50%, at least 50% of you start using Blackboard well with a very, very basic features, minimum features. So, make sure that you explore and learn more best practices and initiate a lot of research yourself. Now you are more concerned about the contents and test, attendance and stuff, but you have more stuff, more recipe on this. So I really hope you start talking about how we increase the level of the outcomes and focusing on the student, for example. So you reach some consensus what you're going to do down the road. And there are a lot of methods and policy what you can suggest to your decision makers inside the department and hold the food chain to the Korean University management. So next semester, I would say 2015, the spring semester to start. I really suggested or hope to see 80% of you really start using Blackboard well. The beauty of Blackboard is continuous improvement. You don't have to give up what you've been doing in the previous semester. You just using a lot of usage into the next semester. You copy, you reuse, or recycle, everything you can do. So next semester gonna be much easier. So you can expand your area of interest and focus. So about this time, beginning of September next year, I really like to see 100% of you using Blackboard very well. You're going to be an expert of Blackboard in Korea, obviously now, in the world. That is my goal, and we are, and myself are dedicated to support you individually. That's what we are doing. I don't think a Korea University staff are really capable or competent to support you individually, but my company staff, they are. So whenever you have questions and problems, and we are prepared, fully committed to support you very individually. So, if you have we plan well, and you get to the world, and I really like to see 100% usage and make sure institute changes what we are trying to do. So, in other words, people gonna say reimagine education. They are talking about 20th century education is quite different than aged one, like industrial age. So now you're gonna experience what modern, the current, the education or future education looks like. I really hope you can start see and feel it and realize that. Obviously, 100% Blackboard adoptions. Using most of you, Blackboard has hundreds and thousands of features and functions and tools. So at least individual the people like here, and I'm using at least minimum 10 Blackboard teaching tools very efficiently. And I've been engaged with one of the English department in Korea. They really do very administrative burden to do faculty evaluation. They were asking a lot of stuff to do in a Blackboard, and I think this is perfect, data driven. So it's going to help the management and who's doing more quality of education in here. So we have a big dream. You see that the roadmap, right? But we gotta start small. I don't want you to it, okay? Let's start really small. That's help. So I suggest you start very focusing on a short-term win. What you can do within 4 weeks or 8 weeks. So together with among yourself. So we strongly recommend you to developing a community of Blackboard expert. I counted at least 3 already experienced with Blackboard in the past. Maybe 10 years and now quite different, but still you feel comfortable then. So I hope you can lead the community inside the English department. And standard Blackboard is getting beauty of sharing. Now you talk about one of the education industry we call open education, like open educational resources. And I'm pretty sure you heard about the MOOC, for example, like a massive open online courses, those things. So this is the trends, and you can actually develop a content. Either it could be a study materials like a PowerPoint or Word, any multimedia, whatever, and test quizzes and assignment. Those things you can create together as a team. Then you can share. Everyone can use the same thing, so you don't have to spend all your time on the same things very individually. So this is a great. That's why I say standard development community. Per group of, you can develop on a rubric, for example, a few people working on it, and a few people working on a test, for example. Everybody can use together. And Grade Center design, this is a very important agenda. And I expect that Janet gonna cover what the Blackboard Grade Center looks like. Blackboard changed the term. I think about 4 years ago, they used to call it as a grade book. Grade book is little things, what you can do with Excel or whatever. But Blackboard enabled that. This is a center, like project things, whole things. This is central places, so you can feed it what the Blackboard Grade Center looks like. So you can whole people or smaller people do using expertise can design same Grade Center logic. Then you can deploy it to or copy over to every individual sections. All right, because of time, I'm gonna try to give you more time for the hands-on practice. I'm gonna skip a lot of slides. This is what you're gonna experience, the social learning platform. You never heard about LMS and Blackboard. What is these social things? This is already the realized feature. So your students and yourself gonna enjoy the across the course you are teaching. If you happen to use like Facebook or Twitter, same thing, exactly same mechanism, but it's more of through the different courses, different sections, and different students. So also categorized like this is a discussion assignment, or this is a journal assignment, for example. This is a whatever, you have different category, then it's feeding here as your Twitter feed. So it's like a pushes, and it's great things. So it gives a lot of easy access to new postings and any update for the new assignments and new announcements. This is actually pushing to you and your students automatically. And visual editors, this is something like you can imagine this looks like, oh, this is Microsoft Word or any editor you've been using, same thing. Now you're going to see, but only difference because of the nature of education, you can use a lot of webcam recordings and file attachment, mashups, and multimedias, and there's a lot of rich learning content you can embed it into the editors. Beautiful thing is a student can use the exactly same the editor what you're going to say what you're going to use. So you can guide the student to, for example, let student introduce themselves. This student these days is creating portfolios. They're using all kind of medias and YouTube, PowerPoint, movie clips to introduce themselves. I see many cases. So you're going to be surprised yourself. So anything you are making a test, you're going to using this editors. So you can make a test using multimedia features, your voices, your faces, if you want to. Collaborate. I'm not sure anyone been using a Collaborate. Blackboard. It used to be a Illuminate in the US, or in European background. If you have, it's more of Wimba. It used to be, but it is merged and has one name, Blackboard Collaborate. It is a more live synchronous, live video, audio based. It could be online lecture. Same time, you can use this area of whiteboard. You can use your PowerPoint, whatever. Student the video streaming. You can do chattings, group chattings, and it has a lot of breakout session. Group presentation. You have all features. You can do project-based teaching, basically within the classroom. You can do exactly the same thing on online base. This is a Collaborate, but English department or language, the education department, I see a lot of professors are using it as an assignment. You give an assignment student teacher to record your report back using this Collaborate and submit. So you can provide a lot of multimedia based assignment to students and utilize this Collaborate tool. And instant message, students actually love this. So, classmates, they can see that who is online, they can have an immediate help request among students, even yourself if you are online right away. I'm not sure you experienced on this. Is Blackboard released inline assignment. In the past, students submit the files, like your essay report, whatever. Then you have to download it and make assessments and grade and feedback and then send back to them. New version is they call inline assignment. Students submit the file. You're going to stay on the screen and you can annotate here and you see that your critics here and you can save it and students see that your feedback right away. So this is an inline assignment. You can grade, final grade right away. You can make a comments and feedback to your student back right away. Everything in online, so you don't have to download and open files, and they are good and bad. So you still have a capability to download. When you go the vacation and you don't want to do this, right? So you are enjoying same as before, but if you're online, then this must be a much easier. Obviously, Blackboard integrate and provide the whole LMS bundle, integrate the originality check. So if you have some critical assignment, reporting, whatever, then you can use this. Very one finger, the click, you're gonna see this report right away. And Grace Center, you're gonna cover by Janet. The good thing is Blackboard, there are a lot of collaborations and group the assignment. You're gonna let each student do blogging assignment, or like a wiki, like anyone used to know the wiki? Are you using wiki before? No? Wiki is very popular to the teaching professional. So, oops, sorry. Wiki is one web page let your student develop together. So you have a travel plan, then you decide where to go. Then you decide what to prepare. And then you decide. So everybody collectively working on a web page together. Then this is a group assignment. Then student gonna make it. This is a very widely used in medical school. So they take pictures and they make a whole. Even after one semester, I see the case. Some good leading professors and students at class after one semester, they are publishing a book because they let the student working together. So this is a wiki, and obviously you can use the wiki for all different collaborative assignment. Right? Good things, beauty is everything is gradable. If you don't grade, if you don't mark, it's not, it's not helping any. You're not motivating the student. Student came here to get a credit, right? So you make sure you should be able to grade your discussion assignment or any journal assignment. So Blackboard everything is gradable if you like to, if you set it up. It gives you a lot of statistics, so you know who contribute how much. So you have a very fair grading to each level of the contribution to the project. Retention center, I know that Janet gonna cover more. This is so-called in the past. It is a function they call function of early warning center. They expand it and they rewrite whole things. Then they call it now retention center. So you don't have to spend your extra time and effort to know who is falling behind, who you need to pay attention. Even I know who is not listening to me. Same thing, as a teacher in your class, you like to know who is falling behind. If you set it up to know your own role, you're gonna right away know who has a potential problem, who have a potential dropout to get a credit or F, for example. So it has just clickables and have a very intuitive information. You just set it up the rule. This is the last piece. I really want to know what's coming. This is gonna be released, I think, early next year or end of this year. The completely new design, high tech of user experience. So a lot of complaints or haters, or Blackboard haters, saying Blackboard is too complex. Too many functions, thousands of them. So I think Blackboard really, working hard to make sure even it has a rich functionality, it should be easy to use. You should have very easy access to. You don't have to go through, embarrassed with just too many things up front. So it makes it very simple. You try to minimize the click, try to minimize scrolling, everything on one screen. But they spend a lot of time to do this. So even if you feel a little bit of Blackboard too hard to know, just stay behind. That's going to be basic for another 6 months, or at least Korea University 6 to 9 months. I can guarantee you're going to see this. You're going to upgrade the new version. So I'm very excited myself. The Blackboard is spending huge money to make sure especially for professors, to enjoy rather than just too many things, okay? Now another example, they're gonna make sure very clean, intuitive, any devices, you are using, you prefer using a tablet PC, even mobile, this is any device principle, and make sure everything is easy, obviously, very intuitive. Collaborate, you're gonna have a more like whatever, Hangout or Skype kind of qualities, rather than just classic. Okay? You gotta be very modern. So you completely embedded, integrated with the learning environment. So stay tuned. You just experience a little bit, spending a little bit more time to hard time, but you can dream on it. I can guarantee that you're gonna enjoy the beauty of Blackboard very soon. Best practices. Just gonna try to cover
this one. Yeah.
5 minutes. Section merge. Anyone feel, understand or know about this section merge, or they call course listing? I think it's applicable to you. So the CAU, Chungang University, the English department, a few professors we've been working together. They are heavily using this and they love it. The reason why you are teaching basically most of the same course have a different sections, right? You don't have to make same announcement to 10 different sections, right? You're just dealing with master course. So, we call parent course, then this is all your sections. It has a virtual. The student gonna see student touch base with each child course, but you are managing only this course. This is kind of virtualized. If you are teaching multiple sections, it's exactly the same course, you have to repeat things, you got to pay attention to this. And unfortunately, this version, you need to make a request. Like a system administrator can help you to merge these things. So right now, eventually you can automate, you can let you do yourself. But for now, I would say you contact the Center for Teaching and Learning. I think there are steps there. Just simply let them know, this is my teaching course. This is my section. I like to make sure this is my master or parent course. All these sections are following too. So this is very easy. They're gonna.
If you have a parent course, every time you enter the parent course, all of the child courses will have the same value.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for example, for announcement and course materials and assignment, so you don't have to.
But can you turn that feature off? Because sometimes you don't teach everything across spectrum. So sometimes you're like.
Yeah, you can merge, you can demerge things. So this is live. Actually, I told you one college professor, we've been doing research together. He was teaching many courses per semester, so he was very successfully doing this. This is a parent course, obviously, and this is an all-child course. All right, project-based, rather than push or one-way teaching, these days modern is make sure students learn from peers or by activities or by learning by doing whatever, we can call it good kind of pedagogical, I think, meaning. So I've seen that we've been working together, many people like to do project-based learning. Make sure students do a lot of group project together, and you make sure through that project you have your contents being taught and students learn better. So this is live. Actually, the professor we've been working together was doing these live things. There are different types of group projects being assigned, and each group team actually performing their group assignment, group project using Blackboard tools. So you can monitor which group is doing well, which group is not doing well, obviously, and even certain group, who the member level you can monitor every time. So you are doing kind of retention centers, and also you can monitor the group activities. Now, for example, this is example like a project assignment, off-campus project. Then there are lots of meetup projects, and your student give assignment, interview the tourist, for example, from foreign countries, and what kind of interview they need to prepare, and there are series of instruction how to do it. And Grace and I want to emphasize on this. I know your syllabus is going to have a criteria evaluation things. Typically, 5% of final grade and testings and attendance by proportion here. Your grade center exactly can mapping up this your syllabus evaluation criteria. Now, how many of you using Excel spreadsheet to do this managing the grade, right? Most of them, right? The guy, the professor what I was engaging last 2 years, he was very skeptical. Blackboard can let him to eliminate Excel. About I've been helping him for several weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks. He was convinced 100%. Now I'm gonna throw away the Excel. Blackboard is much better than now. He can save a lot of time by using Blackboard. So trust me, he was a kind of very hard person to convince. But based on my experience, if he can throw away, then you can do the same thing. So no more Excel, please. But I hope that's why I hope you are working together, you study together and make the same structure and copy over to you, share each of you together. That's much better than you digging into those. Because so many, even the one Blackboard grade center looks simple, there are maybe 500 different functions hidden here. So rather than each of you studying 500 functions what I can do, just make sure you're working as in a group. Okay, and you can obviously always download and upload offline. You can download it, and you can adjust it, and you can upload it, and you're gonna mapping up exactly as your own gradebook. I think course content. One example I like to show you, some college, even in Korea, they decide, the professor like you, they decide what you can do help students who are suffering hardship financially. So they decide, we're gonna develop our own content. So we're gonna let the student don't have to buy a textbook anymore. I'm not sure you're gonna applicable here. Are you using a textbook like a global publishers here in English department? Yes, mostly, right? Yeah. So, this is an example. Within the Blackboard, if you are working as a whole team together, I know you can develop much better content than these guys are providing. So I don't think it can be done, or 1 semester or 2 semesters. But you've been keep working together, maybe a few years, you can have a much better textbook, the content available on a Blackboard. So in the beginning of a semester, you don't have to buy any textbook, okay? Everything in a Blackboard. So you can starting organizing your Blackboard content like by unit, and each unit has different activities and all kind of different types of the content. These professors give a lot of guide for the test, mid-term and final term. I was very impressed that he gave a very detailed level of the test preparations. So I hope you do think about the same thing. This is my last slide before I hand over to Janet. Just bonus, extra credit. What you can do, motivate your student. What else you can do? Buy a coffee for them? No, just using more mark. Okay, just 1 point. Okay, you have 3 points, 5 points. This is free, right? It doesn't charge anything. So a lot of good, the very high level, the I mean, I would say in terms of usage of Blackboard, student satisfaction, very high level of achievement, they're using coins, which is extra credit and bonus. So even this professor I've been working, he was given a lot of bonus, weekly bonus, clinics, sea lounge, whatever the activity here, they give extra credit. It's free, just give away. Not everyone, but make sure you have a fair extra credit. So I would say, you gotta help, you gotta support, service and guide, good assistance and advice. And Blackboard, in the beginning, you need to provide a lot of these to make sure your students get used to it quickly, maybe within a few weeks. If they've been being taught like this and using Blackboard well, eventually, they know right away. But maybe could be for them a culture shock. So make sure you provide a very detail of these things in the beginning of the semester, please. And or you always think about it and worrying about it, and make sure you find a way together how to motivate. And once again, please give them a lot of bonus. It's free. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna pass over to the Janet to really having fun. Okay, I want you to really touch the keyboard and mouse. Thank you.
So today the practice session. So I'm gonna cover just the basic stuff today. So from logging to the explain course structure, and we can upload course materials and posting assignment and announcement, etc. So this is pretty much the basics that you really need to know. So let's go to the login page. Okay, so the URL is open. Please open your browser. Chrome browser. I recommend Chrome browser. So actually, Blackboard supports Internet Explorer from Firefox. And the comparability to support Blackboard is really important depending on the OS version or browser version, etc. But usually these days, Chrome browser is more comparable to Blackboard. Okay, so the URL is here, kulms.korea.ac.kr. Okay, let me open my browser too. If you have any problem to log in, then raise your hand, then we have a support team is out there. So everybody is here? No? Okay, raise your hand. Okay, let me explain this login page. So here is you are supposed to put Blackboard ID and password, but especially we are integrated with Korea University's portal system, so you don't have to log in here. Then here is the link of portal login. Then click portal login. Then simply you type the same as your portal ID and password is here. So if you have this page, then roll over mouse on this globe icon, then drop down list here. Then Blackboard support several languages. So you can click your language preference. So maybe, should be English, right? And this is Korean. So basically, Korea University Blackboard site, the system language by default is Korean. So click English before you log in. Then click portal ID and password and login. Then you can see the UI displayed as in English. Okay, I don't have a portal ID, so I'm gonna put my sample Blackboard account is here. Okay, here is the first page of Blackboard. So everybody is here. Okay, this is the first page of Blackboard. This is my page, my institution page. So let me briefly explain the structure. So on the top area is the main menu. Yeah, we call it tab. It's very simple. So let's go back to my institution. Okay, the main area, this contents area, that contains several modules. So my announcement and course list and etc. So each module or it delivers the information or personalized information for you. And because you are new users, you have to check browser support and system auto check and etc. So yeah, browser support, yeah, even though Blackboard support several browsers, I recommend Chrome. And system auto check, yeah, this link check your system automatically. So Blackboard needs Java. So if you don't have any Java, then you need to download. So when you click this one, so basically in this room, this computer, I had Java and everything is all set, but when you go back to your computer, then yeah, please check your computer environment. And the others is the link of manual. And I recommend you to check this link. So Blackboard provides tons of video tutorial, so on-demand tutorials. So you can check one by one. Each clip is just 5 minutes long. So it's very short and for clear understanding. And mobile learn access. Click this one. So everybody has a mobile, right? Yeah. So Blackboard support iOS, Android, iPad, the Galaxy Tab, etc. So you can download the Blackboard Mobile Learn from the App Store or Play Store. Then you can download Blackboard Mobile Learn like this. Then you can search institution name, Korea University. Then when Korea University appears like this, then you can type your Blackboard ID and password. So you need to pay attention to this point. So to access mobile, you cannot be accessed by your portal ID and password. So it is Blackboard ID and password. Maybe it should be same if you set at the same as your portal ID and password. Okay. So let me explain. Go back to Blackboard. There on the Tools module. So there is a personal information. Click personal information. You can edit your personal information here. Then the second one, click change password. So this is Blackboard password. This is not portal password. So maybe you want to set same as your portal password. It doesn't really matter, but physically it's different from your portal password. So type your new password for Blackboard here and verify password. Then this password is you are supposed to type in the mobile one. Everybody understand that? Okay. So I recommend you type your Blackboard password here now. Then later on, you download the mobile learn. Then you can access with this password. Okay. And another important one is change personal settings and select language pack. So basically, Korea University Blackboard site, the default language is Korean. So I strongly recommend you set English as your personal language preference. Okay. So next time when you log in, so you don't have to select English not anymore. if you set your personal language as English here. Okay, so this is a few important things to do. And yeah, here is a help desk. And we have a Q&A link. So if you have any question, then you can post question here, and FAQ link, and guide and help. So help is another Blackboard help repository. So you can search by the keyword here. So there are a bunch of information here how to do it. And let's get back to my institution. Okay, there you go. So course list, this module is the most major area you access it. But so can you find your teaching courses this semester? So how many courses do you have on your course list? Can you count it? About 10? About 10. But maybe it mixed with the previous semester's course, right? So it makes you very confused, right? So you can do, can you see when your mouse is right corner on the module, can you see the gear? Then click this one. So you can organize your module personalization setting. So I check my group by term. So you have to check this one. Then you will see your module, on your module, the course list should be more categorized by your term. So click it, and then submit. Then see, can you find your courses more categorized by, yeah, sorry about the Korean, but this means, first semester and 2014 second semester. So it's better. But yeah, let's get back to module setting again. So this semester, you don't want to see the previous semester courses anymore, right? Then you can click this one, uncheck, then submit. Then you only see only courses this semester. So it doesn't mean your previous courses erased or anything. It is still there, but you can customize the view of your module. Okay? Yeah, so far okay? Okay. So yeah, the first time you need to organize your module, and then later you familiar with this setting, then you can more customize. So check or uncheck like that. Okay, I wanna turn my course here. Okay. So besides your teaching course, we automatically created your teaching course this semester. We pull up the information from the student information system. So we also register your student in your classes as well. Okay, you wanna check it? Then click any class you are teaching this semester. Okay, let me click this one.
Are you saying that anytime our students are moving, those numbers will change?
At the beginning of semester, right? They are moving. Yeah. So then we update. Every day, just once a day, we automatically update it. Okay. So maybe about a couple of weeks, keep changing. So go inside one of your real teaching courses this semester. Then on the control panel, then there is a user and group, and click users. You will see your student is here. So my course is just, a practice course. It will be different from you, but can you see your student is there in your course? Okay. Yeah, stay in your course, and then let me explain a little bit about the course structure, the basic navigation. Okay, the first page is a home page of your course. So left side is course menu. The center area is main area, is content area. And first page is a home page. So again, it contains a module, my announcement, what's new to do. So it contains the personalized information for only this course. Okay, this is a kind of dashboard. Can you see the right-hand corner? The edit mode is on. So who can tell what this button is about? So when you click edit mode off, then the screen will be changed, right? So this is a toggle button, so on and off. So can you explain what this button function?
Allows you to change students' names?
It's one of, you can do. Yeah, good try. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a souvenir later. Yeah. Yeah, I have two, so I have one left. So yeah, you can change. So edit mode, this button is only visible to instructor, not for student. Okay, so you have to make sure edit mode is on when you edit or upload course materials and do whatever as an instructor. So when you turn it off, then it will show student up view. Okay, so let's turn on edit mode is on. Then can you see the tiny little color patch here? Then drop down menu list here. And then click any color you want. Okay, I wanna click lavender or night. So something like this. Blackboard the UI is very flexible. You can customize easily, so you can change the course color as well. Okay, and let's go to the left side. Here is course menu. So you can see there is a home, announcement, syllabus, course materials. So pretty much basic course menu. But sometimes if you want to add more, then you can do it. So point the plus sign left side, that always the drop down list appears like this. So there are a bunch of menu here, but don't worry about it. The first thing is the basic stuff. So click content area. So you can name the course menu what you want to add. So type the name. So available to users means it's visible to student. Then submit. Then at the bottom, so new course menu appears. Then you can dragging and drop. Then you can reorder the menu position. So you can change like this way. So click reference the new course menu. This is your own course menu. So now the content area is empty, but you can add whatever you add here. So we're gonna practice a little bit later. But later you wanna also change the name. So right side, click, and you can rename the link. So I might call Professor Note. So it's my note, and change it. Then drop-down menu has some options. So you can hide this link from student. So this, you can put this in this page. So you can add the contents, whatever you want to see personally. So like this, you can add or modify, delete the menu, whatever you want. Then, yeah, I don't need this menu at this time, then I can delete. Then it's gone. So like this way. Yeah, someone made one-on-one professor ring, something like that. Yeah. Okay. So the user interface is kind of fun. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, someone. So why don't you come inside the practice course instead of staying in your course? Because I wanna practice a little bit all together in one course. So come into practice course.
Where is it?
Okay, let me go back to my institution. Then practice course, academic English course. So can you find that? Yeah, the term is second semester. Practice course, academic English course. Okay? Yeah, this course is just for practice today. Okay, then let's go inside course materials, because this is pretty much basic to upload your course materials and posting assignment. So yeah, we're gonna practice this one here. Yeah, we already made from week 1 up to week 16 folder. So in your course, so now it's week 1. Then click the folder. Then we can add all materials inside folder. Okay, what is your question?
Well, I got the practice course. Where do I get week 1? Course materials on the left side. I got it.
Yeah, week 1. So everybody in here. So now is week 1, and then here, yeah, we can do So mouse roll over, so you can add your contents here, or you can add your test or assignment, or discussion board, or group activity, something like that. Okay. So yeah, before we start. For today's workshop, I especially want to make an individual folder first. Okay, so point to build content, then click content folder right side, then name the folder. So I recommend put your type your name. And submit. So now, so you have more. Okay, you can refresh using this button left side above course menu. So I see Glenn, Tony, John, Sue. Okay, so keep in mind that the refresh button is above course menu, left side. Okay, here we go. So everybody, made their own folder. Okay, so then let's go into individuals folder. Okay, now, so this is pretty empty. So week 1, I wanna go start uploading, course materials first. Okay, so from this action bar, roll over your mouse. Then you can add files or audio files and image files, video files, or web link, and YouTube videos, something like that. So first, I wanna add course materials, okay? But keep in mind, the first one is basic one. So when you're so confused with a lot of menus, then just simply choose the first one, okay? Click item, then type the name. Week 1, so I wanna name orientation material. Okay, there you go. Yeah, this is visual content editor. So you can make it bigger, dragging the right side, or so top right hand side, then click it. You can make it less or expand the more feature, or you can make a full screen like this, or make it smaller. Okay. The first line is you can type it and format your font, and the second one you can format copy and paste and paragraph format and a hyperlink, etc. So this one is a spell checker. It's for English spell checking. And the third row has webcam recorder and attach file, insert image, and insert multimedia files and equations and mashups. Okay, so at this time, okay, let's type some instructions, and let's try to attach file. So there are several ways, but you can add files from here, insert file, but you can also upload your file from here. So let's try this way at this time. So click browse my computer. Then find your search your file in your local computer. I have mine somewhere. I have an orientation file for students. So I have a PDF file. So it could be PDF or a Word, or text file, PPT file. So attach it. So you can add more. And you can change the name of the title. And there are several options. So permit users to view this content. So by default, it's yes, it's available to users. If you select no, this is not visible to students at this time. So track number of views. So if you have something very important document, then you want to track how many students read this material later. Then you can check this one. But you don't have to check every single item. Then date and time restrictions. So you can set up the time frame from where to when student can read it. Then click submit. So here you go. So I have attached my orientation file. So let me go back check what you are doing. Okay, let me check Tony. Oh, it's empty. Where's Tony? Oh, you didn't do anything? Not yet? Oh, I'm very disappointed. Okay, let me check more. Okay, Glenn. Oh, wow. Wow, good job. Very good job. Okay, where is Glenn? I like koala, so I'm gonna give you my souvenir, okay? Okay, let's go back to your folder again. Okay, so HWP file as well. Okay, Then this time, let's try another one. Okay. So there is a mashups. It's very special feature in Blackboard. So Flickr images, SlideShare presentation slides, YouTube video. So you don't have to go outside Blackboard to search YouTube, video and then copy and paste. So simply search you're looking for YouTube video. So I might. So yeah, we can search the YouTube video inside in your Blackboard course. Okay, so I like this one. Then preview and select. Then some descriptions. And watch this. And a thumbnail or embed video, it's more bigger frame. So then click submit. Then there you go. So you can simply add YouTube video. Okay, what else? Let's try to add web link, external link. Okay, let me find some external link like PBL, PBS, maybe BBC. Yeah, I like this link. I want to share this link with my student. Then simply copy it. And copy and paste the URL. Then I want to name PBS link, something like that. And some descriptions, and same thing again, and submit. Okay, now I have my file and YouTube video and external link, something like that. Also, you can change the order. So put your mouse on the left side and press the arrow key, then dragging and drop, so you can change the order. But sometimes you don't want to open certain item to student, then you can change by edit. So as a standard options, you can say no, then it is not visible to student anymore. So it says availability item is not available. Then let's check what's going on student view. So turn it off. And the item is not available, so it does not appear for student. Okay, so far it's okay? Okay, then let's move on to next menu, so assessment. So there are a bunch of assessment tools here, and there is a Blackboard test quiz and survey, assignment, and self-peer assessment, etc. Today I'm gonna try to post assignment. So click assignment. So this is just like a normal report, assignment. So name, the assignment name, and writing one, and put some instructions, directions. Yes. If it is important, you can color it using red. So attach file. So when you assign student assignment, then you can attach the reference file. So I have some reference file here, then attach it. Then there is a due date. So due date is very important for all assignment. So click it, and then set the due date, and it might be tomorrow. and set the time. And point possible. So the orange mark means this is necessary. So I'm gonna give 10 points for this assignment. And yeah, if you have a rubric, then you can add a rubric as well. Okay.
Is that under building content or under assessments?
For sorry, rubric?
The grading category there.
Gregory. Okay. So no more, basically the assignment type is individual. Okay, you can set it as a group submission. So number of attempts, okay, single or maybe multiple time. Here is originality check. So if you check submission for resume using safer site, then you check the originality of student assignment. And grading options. But yeah, there are a bunch of so many options here, but you don't have to use all. But basically, I'm gonna explain some basic options. So make sure by default the make assignment is available. So it should be turned on, then student can see this assignment. Okay, submit. So now you are all set. Posting assignment, writing assignment. So you'll notice, so each icon is different, right? Yeah. So each tool has a different functionality. So it has a specific function in it. Okay. Now we have a set of, course materials and external link, YouTube video, and assignment. Pretty much all set. So you might be very curious what's going on from the student view. So let's check. So edit mode is on, then turn it off. Then students see like this way. Some item is unavailable to student. They cannot see it, but only can see you. Okay. So do you have any questions so far? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I cannot hear very well, but you are talking, so grade center?
Yeah, when the assignment is linked to the grade center.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, it is very, yeah. Yeah, let me show grade center first, okay? So there you go. It is a very good question. So every assignment, assignment or discussion board, whatever, it's all integrated, associated with the grade center. Okay, so let's go check the control panel. There is a grade center. Click full grade center. Okay, there you go. So sometimes the space is very small, then you can expand or come back again, so like this way. Okay, here you go. This is a grade center. So I have a student right here, and I have an assignment. So each column, so whenever instructor create assignment, I assign points possible, then it automatically makes the grade column inside grade center. So if you said it individual student, this assignment is for individual student, so you can type grade individually. So if it is for group assignment, then it shows differently. Or you can grade for whole group. So yeah, I'm not sure it is your question, but I get back. Oh yeah, only their grades. Okay, let me go back to, on the course menu, there is a My Grade.
Can you show the student preview? Student preview is more meaningful. It's very clear what student must see.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this one. Okay, let me turn on edit mode is on. So can you see this button? So you can check real student view. So press this button, then the orange line said, student preview mode is on. So then let's go to My Grade as a student view. So as a student, so for instructor view, you can see anything on the My Grade menu. But from student view, so My Grade is like by my assignment. So the grade is not done yet, but like this format. But you can set a specific assignment is not showing for a student. So student only can see, his or her assignment grade, but also you can hide the specific assignment grade as well for individual. So that was your question? Okay. Okay, so let's exit preview mode. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we created a whole stuff inside the course materials. Okay, so I believe you can do, next 2 weeks here. Then you can put your materials inside here. Okay. Okay, let me, after you post, important assignment, you want to emphasize, tell your student, you guys have to do that. So let's go to assignment menu. Okay, click assignment. Then there's nothing in here yet, but create assignment, announcement. Then, type subject. So, do important. Then you can put your message. So something like that, and
How do we get student mode off? But exit preview. That one.
top right hand corner. So type your announcement message and the duration. So not date restricted, it announced keep continually. But I want a date restricted from Friday through until next week. So you can set the time here. And if you click send a copy of this announcement immediately, so it automatically send this announcement to student email as well. So this is a very convenient communication option. Also, at the same time, the student can check this mobile announcement using their mobile device as well. So course link. So this is about the important assignment. So browse, then course map pops up. Then you can click the page. You want a link, then submit. So when students check this assignment, then they can easily move to the page, assignment page. Okay, click submit. So there are several assignments already, announcement already here. So So when you create one assignment like this, then what's going on outside? Okay, let's go to my institution. See, yeah, on my announcement module, so automatically the announcement is posted. Or, yeah, when you click your name, then there is a global navigation panel pops up. Then why don't you check the calendar icon? Then see, so whenever an instructor set the due date, it automatically posted in the calendar as well. So it's all related between calendar and assignment due date. So when students check their calendar, they can see what is the important event or assignment, and then they can move to the right page. Okay.
Where do we find the calendar? Where do we find the calendar?
Our calendar?
Under my
Okay.
institution.
So on the top right hand corner, so your name is there. So 12, yeah, mine is 12, but maybe yours is different number. So it means unread or unchecked new postings. So whenever you log in, I strongly recommend you or a student, check this one. So I call this one is my Blackboard or global navigation menu. So it rolls all information for individual user. So this is very handy. So check, one place, all information at one place. Okay. So let me explain about the global navigation menu here. Okay. So when you click your name, that you can see your recently visited courses and your organization or community and tools and settings. And besides this information, left side you can see a bunch of icons. So let's click the first one. Then this is your profile. So the profile image is empty now, but you can agree that this service agreement. Then you can set up your profile account. Then you can upload your photo image. So let me show you how it works. Yeah. So when every user set up their profile with their profile image and update, then whenever they do activity inside the Blackboard, so all over the place, so each other they can check others' profile like this way. Okay. The first time they ask, term of service, whatever. So you click agree, and then they ask your email address. Then put your email, and then the system automatically sends you email. Then confirm your identity. Then later you are allowed to put your profile image and set up Blackboard profile. So later you can click change picture, then you can put your photo image here. So normally the size should be like 150 pixel, something like that, so not too big. Then you can also your privacy options here. So it's up to you. So you cannot open your profile to others, or you can open your profile to only inside, Korea University, whatever. Or you can also open to, whole global Blackboard community as well. Okay, this is profile. So actually mine is already here. So after you update your profile, so it will show like this way. So this is my this is my another account. So my photo is here. I can change my because in this case my language preference is Korean. So it shows Korean. So the second one, this one is posting. So whenever discussion board or a new assignment is posted, then it brings all together at one page. So you can simply reply here. Or so there is an update. So all updates for announcement or assignment. So open this one and then you can check right away. And here is calendar. So you can check your course calendar or community calendar, your personal calendar, all together in one place. So if you're instructor, you can simply drag and drop like this way. Then the due date of this specific assignment automatically changes as well. So it will work vice versa. And this is people. So you can ask following or follow or something like that. So this is my people. So this is a message. Just a quick instant messaging or space. Okay, sorry about the Korean, but so it works like this way. So we call this one global navigation or social learning platform. So play around with this page later, then it will give you more collaborative working environment. It is fun. And let's get back to the main page. Then let's go to community. Click community tab. I created Blackboard faculty community for you, and click it. Yesterday I just created and enrolled all of you, so you are supposed to enroll as a participant here. So pretty much basic. So it's just like a course. So announcement and Q&A. So if you have any question about Blackboard, and create thread and leave a message here. Or there is a best practice. Then there are a bunch of links, resource links you can refer. There is a calendar, and you can check important calendar here. Okay, now let's go to discussion board. Okay, besides Q&A, we have one assignment for today. Okay, so even though this is a community, but it's based on community learning, so it's pretty much like course environment. So you are enrolled as a student in this community. So instead of instructor role, then why don't you, post your discussion here? Okay, then I'm gonna show you how to grade, how to monitor, you guys' activities in discussion board. So click, read the discussion topic and direction, and this is 10 points. Okay, so click week 1 discussion assignment. Then now it is empty, but to post your discussion and click create thread and type subject and type your discussion here and submit. So if a student click save draft, so it's not gonna post yet, but it is saved temporarily inside your own space, personal space. So later, then you can submit, then it will finally post it to show others. Okay. So I'm gonna give you, wow, Peter is so fast. So I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. Then let's post your discussion here. So also try to read Peter's discussion and then reply. Then we will see what's going on inside the Blackboard discussion board. Okay. So while you are doing discussing, then let me explain what's important, basic navigation toolbar is here. So this is breadcrumb. So it says, keep trace where you are. So instead of using the browser back button, you can simply jump on to wherever you wanna go. So the breadcrumb, so keep changing. So it shows where you are, then you can jump on to where you wanna go. So like this way. Okay, I've got about 5 posting here. And the plus sign means it has more and replies. So like this way. On the top there is a subscribe button. So when you click subscribe, so it means whenever the new posting or the new discussion is posted, so it automatically delivers the discussion to other students' emails as well. So all users don't have to log in inside the Blackboard. They can check what's going on inside the Blackboard discussion on their email.
So what was that last one? Is it something feature or this one?
I cannot hear. It's okay.
But they have to check the box so that they
Yeah, it is. Yeah, individually can control. So somebody doesn't want it, then just click unsubscribe. Then they cannot leave an email anymore. But subscribe, then get an email as. Wow. So a lot of student activities is going on here. So you are a student here, but I'm an instructor. So I'm gonna show you how to grade for your discussion. Okay, here is grade discussion forum. Why don't you try to click grade discussion forum? Because you're a student, you can see only your statistics. But I'm an instructor here. The rule is different, so I can see more whole student. Then I can sort by username or posting. And Glenn has 4 posts. Wow. So I want to grade this student and then click grade. because you are a student, so you cannot see this button. So yeah, please see this one. So yeah, let me expand more the content area. Okay, here we go. So Glenn, the posted for discussion is here, and the the little tiny avatar, the icon. So if you this student upload their profile, then you can see his picture from here. So it is it is easy to remember student face. So if you suggest a student to upload their photo to profile, the right side, so you can see statistics like this, and you can type grade. So before grading, so I want to show some rubric. So when I created this discussion board assignment, I already linked a rubric. So when I click rubric icon, so yeah, rubrics appears like this. So instead of type just number for grading, so you can click. So promptness is 0, or mechanics of writing is 2 point, and so you can check. You can grade by a rubric. So let me do quickly, and then 6 out of 10. But he did a good job. I wanted more, so I'm gonna give 9 points for him. Then you can put some feedback to learner. Then the student can check your feedback and score at the same time on the My Grade course menu. Okay, and save. Then 9 out of 10. Okay, you can also add more feedback to your student. Okay, and submit. And this is saved. So it is very easy for instructor to grade it. So you don't have to go to Excel file or grade center. So whenever you check the student assignment, always the right side has a grade section is here. Also at the same time, when I check my control panel grade center, for grade center, then it has the score in it already. So it works interactively. So yeah, it's up to you. So sometimes it's more convenient for you to grade, from here, like Excel, or drop down. It brings you to the assignment page as well. So it's all associated.
Can you make it where you give them an automatic grade, like if they write a certain amount, like a completion, like if they do the assignment, they'll automatically do it online and within a certain amount of words, mark it completion grade?
So you mean,
like for just extensive writing, so if they write like every day, and they have to write 250 words.
Yeah, but we need to program for the kind of grade, but it's not automatically graded. Yeah, but for automatic grade, you might use Blackboard quiz or a test. But for discussion, it shows statistics, but it.
So, but like if I click on a student, will it tell me like all their discussions like for each individual student?
Yeah, you give statistics. And you will see for the student who so they will be the other bit of confusion here, because I think you said that now they are focusing on the side. This community also has exactly same features from the main course. This is more like extracurricular activities or research group, and make sure you have the same teaching in one unit. So that's why we create a community. We enroll you as a member or student, and Janet herself take a role as a minister. That's why all your postings she will grade. That's why you have no grade, but you are enrolled as a student or regular member. That's important.
Yeah, community. So for community activities, basically we don't have to grade, but in this case you are all enrolled as a participant, as a student in this community. So I want to exercise this discussion and grading inside the community. Okay. Also, yeah, there is one tip. So let me show you. Yeah, why don't you go inside your teaching course, then check the control panel, and there is user, click users, then yeah, you have a student. Where's my, here you go. Yeah, I have a bunch of users here, so it looks a little confused, but so when you check your student list, user list, the username is like a number 2014, something like that. It's a portal ID for student. And the first name, so we pull up the information out of student information system from Korea University, but unfortunately they only have their Korean name. So now the first name is their Korean full name, but in the last name there is only one dot. So you can use this last name field. So let students put their last name in English. Then it will give you more sense to check user list or grade center. So yeah, let me show you how to change their personal information. So let's go to my institution, and there is a personal information, and edit the first one, the edit personal information. So here you go. So they are not to change their first name. So it's already there, but it should be, in your case, your English name is here. But for all of students, so their first name is Korean name. Then at this point, the last name is just the little dot. So let your student change instead of dot, then Mary or Tom. So let them type their English name in it. Then throw out Blackboard courses and communities. Then you can see their English name as well. It makes sense? Also, sometimes your course shows the language in Korean, then you can change your course language by instructor. So go inside your course, on the control panel, there is a customization link, and click properties. Then you can change your course name, but you cannot change the ID. And almost bottom. So select the language pack. So language pack is a system default. So it means the Korea University system default is Korean. So you can enforce language pack to your course users, your student. So check, select English, and enforce language pack. Then even though the Korean university system default is Korean, or when they log in, they choose their preference as in Chinese. But anyway, in this course, so only English, displayed for as a course language preference. Okay, so sometimes the language is messed up in your course, then select enforce language pack option. Okay, and what else? Yeah, I think I cover pretty much today. So do you have any questions so far? Okay.